Hi guys.
Hi guys. So we'll be using our talk to the camera
You look
challenge.
beautiful. Sorry to cut you short. Go on.
Thank you,
You're
baby.
welcome.
Okay, so back to what I was saying before I was interrupted rudely.
I said sorry.
It's okay, baby. We're going to be using our talk to the camera challenge to talk about some of the challenges that we've had to go through the past 2 years that we never really spoke about. I mean, this has long been overdue. We feel like we owe you all an explanation. We feel like we owe our fans, just a few supporters. I know most people would be wondering, like, why have we been so inconsistent in our content? Just want you guys to know that it has not been intentional, and we have had to deal with so much in the last 2 years, and that has slowed a lot of things down for us. Our relationship hasn't been perfect, and it hasn't been the worst. There are one or two lessons I feel like we want the queers out there to gain from our story. And everything we're going to be saying is just the truth, no filter, nothing but our truth. And this is what you get from us going forward. This will be a long video, so please sit tight. It will be shared in parts, and we'll be posting more clips on our YouTube channel. So we have our link in our bio. Do follow and watch. Over the past 2 years, my girlfriend and I have been through so much. We'll try to hide our pain from the world because we don't want people to take advantage of our situation. We know how the world works. So we'll try to hide behind closed doors, behind our pains, dealt with it our own way. But I feel like speaking up is going to hasten our healing process because we actually both need to heal from so much that has happened. And maybe our experience is going to give somebody hope out there because we know that there are so many queer people who are probably in some very deep shit situation, and they just feel like, oh, they have to do this alone. I need you to know that you are not alone, and there's so many of us out there who don't even get the support. We don't get help. And I and my girlfriend are the type of people who don't even ask for help. We could be dying and we would never reach out to anyone to help us. We deal with it on our own. But we're here to tell you guys that it's not okay. That's not how it should be. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to talk to people. It's okay to seek counsel. It's okay. It's just that the world makes it seem like it's not okay because of how people take advantage of it. But that's not how it should be. With that being said, would begin with our relocation to Accra, Ghana. I know so many of you might not know this, but I and my girlfriend moved to Accra, Ghana 2 years back, and I can tell you for free that that was where our nightmare started. Follow for part two.
Like she has said, this is our truth, no filter at all. Okay. It all started 2023. I and my girlfriend had we have a very cool relationship. Not perfect, but to some extent we had like almost if not everything, but we were good. And that's like my best relation. It's like my best relationship, but something along the line happened. Um, I would say out of my stubbornness, ab initio, she warned me about some certain things. She said some things to me. Okay, let's be plain here. Actually, she told me about her sister and my ways on how to interact with her. I fucked myself by not listening to her, and should I say I felt I could do some things my own way, but this is how it all happened. Her sister actually needed my help at some period, okay? So one fateful day, she chatted me up. That means my girlfriend's sister chatted me up and said, I need your help. I need to make some transfer into your account. And I'm like, okay, what is the problem? Though I have an idea of what is going on, and I know what the money entices for, but then I needed her to confirm and tell me why she's sending the money to me. And then she said to me that she just need to send it fast, fast, blah blah blah. Mind you, we've transacted before. She has my details. So before I could say Jack Robinson, I saw 2 million in my account, another one 4 million, amounted to six million in my account. I was scared. I was scared not because I've not received that kind of amount in my account. No, of course, I'm a business person. I've received huge and more, but knowing the fact where how the money comes came from, and I didn't really want that money in my account. So when I saw the alert, I took a chill pill and I called her immediately. I'm like, this money in my account, I will make a suggestion and I don't know if you will buy the idea. And she said, okay, I can give her the suggestion. I said to her, I would advise you get a land property with this 6 million. It's huge. I gave her a suggestion she should get a land property. Okay, she thought about it and she bought the idea and said, okay, when are we going to get it? I said, I let her know that okay, you can get it from where I bought. Me and my girlfriend bought ours. Mind you, I didn't make my girlfriend know. That's another mistake I made. I didn't tell her about taking her sister to go get a landed property with the money she sent to me in my account.
I didn't even have any idea
Idea.
that money was sent to our
Account.
account.
So I was just doing this on my own and out of maybe fear or whatever. But let me just say I was just doing it on my own. And then she agreed, and I had to invite my very good friend. She came. I explained everything to her. She said, okay, she will accompany us to where we'll get the land, which she did. I and my girlfriend's sister and my friend, we took a trip to where we got the land. I took them to the space. She saw the space, she liked it. She saw the manager, she saw the office, everything genuine. And I think the plot of land was sold for 3.6, 3.6 million. There's the first one. She said she liked it. Okay. She said she even said she was going to get two plots. I told her no, that I'm not advising you get two plots from this same company. I have another company where you can get the second plot. She said, okay, no problem. So after seeing the land, document was prepared, she signed, and we paid 3.6 from my account. I transferred the money to the manager's account.
Mind you, I had no idea that this whole transaction was
Okay.
going on, and I was sleeping and waking up with her every day.
Okay. So fast forward, the second land, I then contact my uncle because there's and I've had experience with them to Icon Properties, so I advised her to get from there. Then my uncle came to the house and he wanted to see her, but she obliged that I should go and see my uncle myself. I said okay, no problem. I went downstairs. He came with some documents. She filled the form. I filled my part as I think I don't know what they call it. I think a witness. She filled her part and transferred extra 600K to complete 3 million. Mind you, it was 6 million at first. Then we bought the first property for 3.6, remaining 2.4. Then she added 600 to get the second land. Um, Going forward, they prepared the document, everything was cleared. She came to our space, but my girlfriend still didn't know. But before then, I had to open up and tell my girlfriend that
No, you did not open up.
I think I
I
did.
went through your
By phone,
phone
yeah, I
and
think
I saw the
whole
message where I
transactions.
saw the whole transaction.
Yeah, yeah,
And that's because you had prior to that day you had gone out.
yeah,
So I was being inquisitive because you didn't tell me where you were going to
yeah.
or what the whole plan was about. So I went to your phone and I found out that this transaction
Was
went down,
made,
and
yeah.
that was when I confronted you
So
about it.
uh I had to open up and tell her this was what happened. Your sister came to me and needed my assistance. And I helped her without your consent. She was really mad at me. to be very honest. And I understand her. It's not her fault because it's just as if she knew how everything is going to happen. It's just as if she has seen the vision of the outcome of how everything is going to happen. But I didn't take conscience of it. You understand? So I had to apologize, and then we moved forward from it a bit. Then along the line, her sister came to our space to collect all the documents because the other document was sent to my house. I gave it to her. She came to the car. She picked it and she left. Another transaction went down. One day, I think she came. Okay, she came visiting. Yes, to our space, and she was like, "Can I invest in what you do?" I said, "Sure, why not? I can." And I briefed her how it is being done. She said, "Okay." She would invest so amount, 1.2 million. It was in dollar, but I remember in naira, converting to naira is 1.2. I said, "Okay, no problem." And then she sent the money to me. I started working for her. I completed the job, which was true. It wasn't even up to 2 months, a month. The biggest trouble of my life started. She started texting, threatening, going to my page, writing scammer, that what I do is scam, what me and my girlfriend do is scam people of their money. And I showed my girlfriend the one she commented on my picture, and I had to hide it. And then another thing, she now chatted me and messaged me that in fact that the landed property we bought for her, that she doesn't need it anymore, that she needs a refund. Mind you, she has the manager's number. She followed us to the space and saw the space. She liked it. It's not like anything was hidden. She has the documents complete, 3 documents each, that's 6 complete. And then she started threatening that she doesn't want the land anymore, that I should refund her. I'm like, you can't just tell me to refund you like this. I'm not the manager, and there's how things are being done. If you I'm not even sure you can get um up to that amount. You bought the land immediately. If you're not giving time, they might sell it anyhow and then give you whatever that is the outcome, and I wouldn't want that for you. So calm down and let's see what this land will yield to. She refused and started threatening. In fact, she got started messaging my girl too. We were both receiving the clashback of it. I'm like, okay, since that's the case, I will contact the manager, which I did. And I made mention it to my girl, and we concluded that okay, we would go to the office and then look for how we'll get refund on her behalf. So I and my girlfriend fixed a date, which was, I can never forget that fateful day. It was on Friday. We were going, and that morning we wanted to board the bus to where we were going to, like the manager's office. And then my girl received a call from her other sister. Auntie, start coming back. Oh, something is happening in the house. So please, you people need to come back. I'm like, okay. I heard it and she told me, I'm like, okay, let's rush back home and see what is happening. Lo and behold, we went back to the house and saw our sister that I got the property for fueled my car and almost going to burn down our car. People was around trying to stop her. Immediately she saw us, she picked up a bottle and started chasing, broke the bottle, started chasing us, and got to my girl, wanted to stab her. I couldn't watch that scene. I can't even watch such scene. Like seeing my girlfriend stabbed my own on my very before. I had to shout. I screamed, and then she came close to me, wanted to use the same bottle on me, but normal, by the grace of God, I had to maneuver, though I had some injuries when I collected the bottle, by the spirit grace of God, because it wasn't me, God did. So I got angry. I was so mad. In fact, I just had to go call the police, and police came to pick all of us. We went to the station, and I wrote down my I wrote down my statement. She did too. And then there's one of the officer called me and asked me the land, how did it happen? I told her, and I even mentioned Icon's property. I'm not supposed to be doing that, but then I just mentioned it to her. She said that she's familiar with it. That then why is she acting this way to us? That, is there any other thing we did to this person aside? I said nothing. That this is absolutely everything I've written down is what has happened. So at the station, then she now made mention of the 1.2 million she invested, that she need a refund ASAP. So the one of the officer that called me aside asked me if I have the money. I said yes, I would refund her that 1.2 if that's the case. I went to the bank immediately and I transferred the 1.2 to her. The other documents that I kept because of some purpose, I brought it and I gave to the police. They handed her over everything to her and warned her not to invade in her privacy or cause any chaos again. But that's really, really, I was traumatized. Like I couldn't sleep. I I blamed myself. In fact, there are some days I could just hide and I would just be crying that what have I done to myself? Why did I allow this happen to us? Why didn't I listen? That was when I and my girlfriend, I called her and I said, I don't think we are safe in this space, which is true.
But
I,
that was after she broke up with me.
I broke
Because
up.
you're forgetting that part. You broke up with me, remember? When we went out that day and we had to talk, and you were kind of blaming me of the fact that, well, because it was because you helped my sister. Now look at this, and you're not sure you can continue in this relationship.
Okay.
Remember?
I broke up because a lot of things is involved. I was injured. In fact, the injury was posted in the group. I was bitter, I was angered. Nobody reached out to ask how are you feeling or how did it happen. It was like I was like in like they don't I don't even know how to put it. I felt bad about that, you understand? So
You were injured, but did you think about the fact that I was also in the picture and how traumatized I feel about the whole situation? I mean, this person came at me also with the bottle, and she could have armed me. Do you know like how the memory is stuck in my head, or how I felt about the whole situation and everything?
yes, I would say that, but I feel these people are your people, and normally
They are my people, but it's not like we're married. We're not
we are not
married.
married.
We're
Yes,
just
we are
dating.
just dating, but
And I did not take you to my family and say, everybody meet my girlfriend. They just know that, okay, you and I were together, because apparently when they see me with the girl, they know that, okay, she's with this person.
okay. So you're trying to say I deserve no apology for what had
No,
happened.
that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, you put yourself first in that situation when it happened. You didn't consider me. You didn't consider the fact that you and I were both in this situation,
Okay.
and nobody apologized to me. Not even like even till today, not like any of my siblings has apologized to me, and I don't feel like they owe me any apology.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah,
They don't owe you any apology.
no, I don't think they owe me an
But I
apology.
think they do though. But if you're not saying it that way, it's fine. But it's all in the past. I'm just saying how I feel. You understand? I
Yeah,
feel.
of course, that's
I'm,
why
I'm
we're
saying how
doing
I
this.
feel. I
Yeah.
feel like I deserve an apology in that part. I did no wrong. The only wrong here I did was not listening to you, and I totally blame myself for it. And that's like my good killing me because my good actually destroyed me, and that's what I see here. So as okay, she said we broke up, and but I had to reason the same person that broke up. I had to reason that okay, it's not her fault. It was my fault. If I had listened, this wouldn't have happened at from beginning. So we talked, and I had to tell her that we need to relocate. I don't think we are safe here, which is true. We are not safe because the place we are even living, there are security. So how would they allow her to even come inside to do that kind of things to us?
So apparently, we kind of agreed, because at that point we couldn't even sleep in our house anymore. We started sleeping somewhere or lodging. When we even sleep in the house, we become so
Scared.
scared, like someone was going to come and attack us, or something was going to happen. It just felt like our life was no longer safe, because aside from her, I also had my younger brother, was also threatening me. That's another
Sorry,
story.
yeah, that's
Anyways, that's another story. So all that combined together, it just felt like we weren't safe. And when she brought up the idea that we needed to leave, maybe we should have just left the environment at that point, but because we felt like everyone is in Lagos, they all live together, maybe we might meet each other. And at
together.
that point I didn't even want to see anybody, so when she came up with the idea I was like, okay, yeah, this is like the best thing. We should just go somewhere very far away where they can't see us, they can't touch us, and maybe that way we can actually feel better, because it was more like we were living on a thread. Like we couldn't go out, and we didn't know who to talk to, we didn't know where to turn to, we
At
didn't know
all.
who to speak to. We just had to make this decision on our own, and that was it.
So that's how the decision of relocating to Accra came about.